Namaste. Welcome to Wise Owl Career Guide. Today we have somebody with us who is being capable and has managed to break the stereotype of only men being successful in certain sales roles. Please welcome Ms. Nidhi Srivastava, who is working as Assistant General Manager with Kajaria Ceramics Limited. Welcome, Nidhi.
Hi, Neha. Thank you for this opportunity. I know since long we were trying to connect, but somehow things were not working out. But let's
Right.
discuss. Yeah.
So, Nidhi, tell us about your educational background.
So very few people know that I'm from a judicial background. My father is a retired district judge, and basically, he was like he keep on getting transfer. I mean, he was posted in towards east like Bihar, Jharkhand, and sometimes in Calcutta. So my basic education is basically from the government school, I can say, and different places. Every 2 years, he used to get transfer, he used to get this thing. So it's like I can say government school and a basic education till 10th from
Okay.
there. And then after that, I mean, 12th, everybody, during schooling, you learn then, what you have to do. You'll have certain dreams, in that way. So I was, that time, that period, fine, there were two things only there, like either medical or engineering. So that case was there. So I was like, I'll go towards engineering. And my mother was, no, engineering very, girls are very less in engineering, you choose some other thing. And I was like, no, I want to do engineering in that way. So I started, I mean, obviously after 10th I opted for PCM, which is and my 11th was with the science and maths.
Okay.
So again my father got transferred in between, and then so I've gone, he has got a place where there were not a proper college for the things. And I shifted, after 11th I shifted from science to arts, because there were no proper college for the science and maths.
Mhm.
So from there I was like, what I'm going to do. And I was literally upset and many times depressed. Papa, what I'll do? And my father was like, no, nothing. I mean, there are a lot many career in arts as well. So I then I have gone for arts subject, like but parallelly I carried my maths interest because I was interested in maths many times. So I was carrying that, and then I've completed my 12th, and then my main focus was to go do a graduation from a very good college in that way. So I have opted for I mean graduation in Lucknow and SIT College Lucknow, and there I the main thing was that okay, we'll start with like history, political science, and psychology. This is a base subject, which we go towards civil services. And
Right.
then my family, as administrative background and the judicial and also there are a lot of things that okay, I may go, although they have never pressurized that which career I have to choose. So during my graduation I was thinking what to be done, because civil services, which I was thinking, it will take a lot of time for preparation, and I wanted something to be very fast, and I should get job immediately, after once I'm completing my this thing. So I was looking a lot of other option, and then I just came across, I'll just say you, my inspiration came. I was staying with my chacha, and I've gone to his office. I mean, he was working in a bank. So I was like, okay, why not bank? I mean, that's the thing. And then okay, let's what to be done to be in bank, I asked my chacha. Then he was like, okay, you can go, either we have a lot of PO this thing, otherwise you can do MBA. So then later I thought, okay, let's do MBA in that way. MBA, yes, I have entered after that. After graduation, I did my MBA, and in marketing and finance. So
Okay.
from here, the thing started, what I'm going to do in MBA, because there are a lot of options. You have finance, you have marketing, and you have HR as well.
Mhm.
As a person from starting, I was a little introvert, and I was thinking I'll do some sitting job in bank, or and or in HR. But my core interests were in finance, like I'll do something in bank. So then during MBA, then the interest developed towards marketing, and slowly I've entered into that okay, let's start something to focus in marketing in that way. That's the way, I mean, my education got diverted in different direction.
Okay.
And then later,
So it
uh,
wasn't one very clear goal that you had and you stuck to it. It kept evolving as you got exposed to newer things in life.
yes, that's it. I was getting, exposure, and then it is like, you don't know where you get inspiration, and at times you will be like, okay, I got this, let's do that. Whether I can do that or not, I was not aware, but I was like, okay, let's do that, let's try for that thing. So I just opted,
So
and then
how did you get your first job? Was it campus placement or through your own efforts? And what was and where was that first job?
see, if I see my first corporate break, I mean not as a first job, I'll just say, I mean, the first the corporate connection was my summer internship, and I got it done, I mean, through reference, and I have joined IDBI Bank for 2 months for summer internship. There I felt, okay, this is what marketing is. I mean, because we were learning all bookish, all marketing, what is marketing, what is 4 Ps, this, that, all the things. Then I entered, and I started my summer training there. The starting was like, I had to sell this card swapping machines there, and
Okay.
along with the cross selling of your accounts, like saving accounts and current accounts in that way. So the first thing was that I have to meet minimum, 10 to 12 people every day, and I have to target a business segment there, which was totally new to me. And I was thinking, how? That's the thing. So I started approaching them. I started meeting, and it's basically learning them how they are operating in the market. That was my first exposure towards marketing and towards business in that way. But that was hardcore sales job. I mean, it was like that. It really gave me a lot of learning experience there, because you're meeting a variety of people. I mean, the business class who deals is clunch of turnover, and like how you're going to grab them for for the swapping, and then for the accounts opening and all those things. So my boss, who has like to the basic thing that every day we need to fill up a data, and then how many calls we did, which all market we are tapping. So where we started learning that these are the market segment, these are the places where we have to target, and how we have to go ahead further. So that was the first this thing. After that, yes, I completed my college, and then I was doing thesis in CRM with Kotak Life Insurance.
Okay.
Okay. I've been called by one of the training manager there to join, and for the training and the further things parallelly, as I was I was doing my thesis there in the college. So I've joined there as a trainee, and I was parallelly learning how to do. So the first thing what they have given me, it was like KYC form. You fill up the form, go to the people, and just get the detail of their data. I mean, their family background, their financial background.
Mhm.
So all those things were there, and I was thinking, what is the use of this in that way? So, but I was
Right.
doing that because it has been assigned to me. Okay, let's do that. So we're doing that thing, and we're targeting people. We're meeting friends, circle, and family. I mean, because first your segment will start with your closer circle. So that thing is
Right.
there. So that thing was there. I mean, further during my thesis only, and I got an offer in Birla Sun Life Insurance, because and I joined Birla Sun Life Insurance as a insurance officer, and
Mhm.
there I was taking care of bank assurance. I mean, basically, it was more like tie up with the banks, like Citibank, your SDFC Bank, and all. And I was supposed to give training and product training to them, and to get the sales from the bank employees to towards our insurance policies for that. So
Okay.
it was not much. It was for 2 or 3 months, because a lot of traveling was involved in that, and I was taking care of small cities in UP in that time. So
Mhm.
parallelly, as I have done my training in Kotak, so I got offer from Kotak as well to take care of their tied agency, which is recruiting life advisors, making agents, and
Mhm.
then getting the sales done through the agents, that thing.
Okay.
So from there, my career started. Actually, my career started in full-fledged sales and marketing in that way. And
Okay.
that's the thing. I started my career with Kotak Life Insurance, I can say, in that way. So,
So
and
from insurance sales, was it easy to switch to, tiles as a company? Wasn't there, while you were being interviewed and, the process was happening, that you have no background, no knowledge about this segment. You've only dealt with the financial segment.
Correct.
So was there a issue or was it a easy switch?
Uh, I'll say frankly, this was the what you say. It was destiny, or whatever, because I was actually I was getting married and I was shifting to Bangalore, and yes, I was. I have applied for the transfer and everything. In between, I got an offer in Kajaria tiles. In fact, I was also thinking whether I can sell tiles or not. But while interview, I'm telling you, I mean, when I was giving interview, it was, it has to be a milestone of your career. Only the one thing being said by the person who took my interview, and then my family was like, okay, person who can sell insurance can sell everything. That was the thing. And yes, and then later I joined in Kajaria Ceramics Limited, Bangalore. And that time when I have joined Kajaria, they were coming up with a new branch there in South. It was only one branch there, and it was hardcore retail. From Kotak to Kajaria, yes, there are certain things like Kotak. I was selling more of a concept. It was a concept selling. It was to create need, because insurance was more about creating need. Insurance. If somebody will ask, I'm working in insurance, people start avoiding your call as well. So that thing was there. So it was more like concept selling, and it's like creating dreams and creating needs of the person based on their financial background. The segment for insurance was totally different, because you can target any audience. Anybody is they are required to go for insurance in that way. As I was taking care of life advisors, so in fact I was having my agents of different profile, and some were CA, some people were like I can say business background, somewhere lawyer. So it's like more about the influence, how the person is having influence in the society, who will listen them and who will take insurance. So that was one of the part which I learned in marketing there. And then later shifted to Kajaria. Then that thing was totally different, because it was not like on you have to create need. A person will come forward when the person is having need. They are making house. There I was
Right.
selling dream for the long term, that you are going to have after 10 years or 20 years, you will get this thing. Here it was more like a product selling. It was not a concept selling. It was like this is the it's a fashion industry, how your house will look nice, and how you're going to make it. It's like already people are coming with the dream. We have to just complete their dream, how beautiful the dream will be. So in that way,
Right.
so two different profile, that was, as is not much difficult to switching from there. But
Mhm.
okay, but initially hiccups were there, like you are not from a from a tile industry. But I really appreciate my bosses who were there, who were just cleared my basic to understand what is tile and how to calculate the areas, how to pitch the product to the different segment in that way. So
Mhm.
that thing was very helpful for the things overall.
So, Nidhi, tiles as a segment or any kind of, building materials is
Mhm.
considered still to be a male dominated industry. How many, female counterparts do you see around you, and has the trend increased?
It has increased. I mean, yeah, surely when I have joined, I was the only one female there in South. I mean, in the entire branch. Uh,
Okay.
and I was thinking whether I'm in the right place or not in that way. But it happened. I mean, it went well. I mean, the colleagues were very coordinating in that way, because earlier it was more like, you're dealing with the architects and builders. So, I mean, who will, obviously, it's a building material, it's a male dominated industry. But slowly, because it initially house making home was more like it's a construction. It's more like you just constructed and you're living in that. But slowly it is coming more about the design, the interior part, into coming much more into that. So I believe in the interior, ladies are much more better in that way, designing the house and making. I mean, a lot of interior designers are all females. Only thing I was selling tiles, which is that thing was so connectivity was very good in that way, because it when it comes to interior design, people trust, oh, there's this female who is telling me how the design will be going to come in that way. So I've not got any, difficulty, settling down myself there in that industry.
Okay.
I find myself whether, at times, like whether I'm a female or not by this time. So there was no such difficulty. Yes, it is like, yes, it is there, but there are a lot of females there in our organization as well. I mean, who are leading different areas, who are taking care of projects and other things. But and slowly people are coming. A lot of females are coming into that. That thing is there. So it's a good experience overall to see in that way.
So, Nidhi, what is that one advice that you would want to, give to people who are thinking of sales as a career? What is that one thing that they should keep in mind while getting into this field?
I will say that sales is something. First of all, you have to be. I mean, nowadays people are selling that you have sold it. You're just convinced and this thing. Selling is nowadays, it's more about, it's not a product selling, it is more about the services now. And a person who is selling, that person has to build up a rapport with the client, that to anytime the client needs that thing, they first recall you. So your follow up with the people should be very much strong. And that customer relationship management is very, very important in that way, because product everybody is selling. Something niche or unique, you have to give it to the people there around. If I talk with the college people who are looking sales as a career, yes, they have to be a little bit focused, sincere, and learning. Learning is the most important factor, because here, in organization, there are a lot of people. We keep on learning from everybody. I will learn from seniors, as well you can learn from your junior, from your, anybody. I mean, who can help you out to. This is something unique in that way. I mean, and that's the main thing. I mean, I feel it's a focus and the learning thing for coming into sales. Later on, you keep on learning when you are into the job, and then you keep on learning from everybody. The things is there.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, my thing is like, it's like maybe I get target and I think towards different, out of the box. You have to think at times. Like,
Right.
I'll give you one small example. I was working in Kotak, and we were having that we are selling insurance, but we need to we have to increase the base of, the life insured. And obviously you cannot tap, you cannot close 20 or 30 people in in a month to give life insurance. To complete the target, there were a lot of schemes was going on, and I was just going through, and we got one employee schemes. So I started, I took initiative to started, targeting small firms who are having 10 to 12 employees in their organization, and then, giving insurance to them by via firm. So that has increased my base of life insured, as well as, to the company also, how to, move towards more towards retail in that way.
Right.
So this is the thing, sometimes you have to think out of the box, what to be done. I mean, how we can do that thing.
Mm.
Sales is nothing something which, we need to keep on,
Be scared
anybody
of.
can teach you. It have to, as I said, I myself was a very introvert person, and now if I look back, I mean, I go back and see myself. I mean, there's a lot of changes that, okay, when you keep on meeting people, you learn from them. So,
Right.
and then you go ahead with the things then.
Thank you, Nidhi. It was really nice talking to you and very insightful. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha.
So that was Miss Nidhi Srivastav sharing with us her experience and journey in sales, which is considered to be very difficult, especially if we take into mind the prejudice that only men can succeed in these fields much better, because the rapport building for them is easier as compared to a female. The thought that ceramics or the construction business is a male dominated industry is breaking, and a lot of females are getting into this segment, especially in the sales segment of this industry. So that was Nidhi telling us how her journey has been and sharing her tip which is that you need to work hard, and the value addition that you do with your customers is what is going to make you stand out. And it doesn't matter what segment you're selling, as long as you're adding a value to the life of your customer, so that every time he thinks, or anybody he talks to who's thinking about this segment, they come to you. Sales is not an easy job. It is never easy to sell something, but selling and creating that niche for yourself, making your brand in the eyes of the customer, is what is going to make you a successful salesperson. If you have any questions that you want to ask Nidhi, you can comment below and we'll answer. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.